Hello. I think the moment has come for me to tell you something about this book I've been reading for the past 2 weeks. Well, it's an American edition of the Sonnets, and it was produced by the Folger Shakespeare Library, a great institution. The editors are Barbara A. Mowat and Paul Werstein. And because we're at a very important place in these sonnets, I want to read something from their introduction. The poet, William Shakespeare, begins with a set of 17 sonnets advising a beautiful young man to produce a child. These poems of advice modulate into a set of sonnets which urge the poet's love for the young man, and which claim that the young man's beauty will be preserved in the very poems that we are now reading. This second set of sonnets, 1826, which in the supposed narrative celebrate the poet's love for the young man, includes clusters of poems that seem to tell us of such specific events as the young man's mistreatment of the poet, the young man's theft of the poet's mistress, the appearance of rival poets who celebrate the young man and gain his favour, and the poet's separation from the young man through trouble or through the young man's indifference, and the poet's infidelity to the young man. So here we are, and we are at perhaps the most well-known sonnet in the book. Sonnet 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Of course, I would mess this up, wouldn't I? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a note. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometimes declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe and eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee.